Yo.
We on.
Nico, we on? Oh, yo, sweet. What's up, everybody? This is Lockdown Talks Extended because we're now at level 1. And I got a mate here from East Auckland who is on the podcast today. But before we go, I'd just like to give a shout out to Heart Movement for making this happen. And yeah, let's just delve into it. So here we have Astley Nathan from East Auckland. He is the host for the breakfast show on Flavour. And I guess for the two people out there that don't know what Flavour is or who you are, do you want to just introduce yourself, bro?
Yeah, kia ora everybody. My name is Astley Nathan. As Benji said, I work for Flavour, which is a hip hop and R&B radio station. I work on the morning show, which is 6 till 9. Used to be formerly Daz and Ast. Now it's Flavour with Astley in the morning. So we're rocking and rolling with that. I'm doing some work out east with you in the podcast and stuff like that. So yeah, that's essentially where I'm at. Yeah.
Yo. And I remember you telling me, bro, like before we came in, you were saying Flavor's changing a little bit.
Yeah,
music,
so when is this video being released?
So it's probably going to be released, in another month, just under a month, bro.
Okay, so by now, when you're listening to this podcast, Flavour will be completely 100%, 24/7, 365 days of the year, old school hip hop and R&B.
How big is the archive, bro?
It's so at the moment we're playing. I don't even know if I can get into that stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like,
but I mean, top of the head.
Top of the head. Oh, okay. So song wise, we're talking UB40s. We're talking Bob Marley. So we got a bit of that reggae stuff. We got like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie. So hitting that hip hop realm. Get to G Unit. A couple of classics in there like Usher, we're hitting the ballads, Mariah Carey. It's essentially what you listen to when you're having a party.
Yeah.
You chuck on a party playlist, and the cool thing about it is that no one's in that lane at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's cool for us as Flavour, as a brand, to have an identity now where we are known for something. Hip hop and R&B, old school hip hop and R&B. So it's a very exciting time when it's happening on Monday, this coming Monday, so a couple of days, but obviously we're going to see this a little bit later.
Yeah. I guess my question is like, when does it become old to new? So do you guys have a...
Yep. So essentially the main playlist is going to be around later 90s, like 1996-ish to 2015. 15, okay. So it's, it's recent, but it's still, like there's a couple of Drakes.
You still got your 679 Remy Boys. Fidu Up, because that's 2015.
Yeah, well, around that time.
Okay.
So I don't know. They'll decide. I don't decide on the music.
Yeah.
It's not my job. I just talk around it and say I love it.
Yeah.
Which I do. So that's going to be the realm. It's all those classic ones that you go to a party and you play old school hip hop and R&B. That's us.
Yeah. It's interesting, bro, because like even in today's, there's a good segue into the next convo that we're going to have. Social media now, especially TikTok, it kind of revolves around the music that's out at that moment.
TikTok?
TikTok especially. And Instagram as well, bro. Like people putting music on their stories and stuff. And so, that'll be a pretty interesting thing to see as Flavour rolls out over the next year or two.
Yeah. So let's go one for one for questions right now. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the questions on you. What do you think about the old school Flavour? Bro, do you think it's a good call?
Bro, 100%, man. Because I said this to you. I was like, bro, it's like the breeze, right? Pretty much before hip hop and R&B, and I think it's pretty much well needed. Because like the only time that you hear hip hop and R&B is like what you said at parties. Or you have like an old school segment, which is, you said every Thursdays or something, right?
Yeah, so we did Throwback Thursdays. And we played old school music from 9 till 3. And it's the most popular thing that happens on Flavour.
Yeah.
So we've been doing research around the music, right? Bro, these numbers are insane.
Yeah.
We've got these industry experts that have been in radio for 25 years. They've been doing research on music. This is the best researching music any of them have ever seen.
Okay.
It's on. People want to hear it. So it's a really exciting time for us and the team and everybody that's involved. It's a new wave.
Yeah.
New wave, old wave.
Yeah, true. New wave of old wave. Yeah, that's a really good thing. And I don't know. Do you guys have like a plan or like strategy?
Yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have seen it already, bro.
Yeah,
We got,
true,
like,
true.
different imaging. We're having, like, bro, it's all dropping next week. It's gonna be. We're gonna have a different color. We're gonna add blue.
Whoa.
We're adding this tealy blue.
Whoa.
And the orange. Our logo's kind of changing.
True. I don't know that it was like a full.
Bro, it's weird going all the way.
Damn, bro.
All the way.
That's intense.
Yeah, it is intense and it's exciting. And I think it's going to be exciting for everybody out there. So, yeah, I'm excited, bro. It's going to be good.
Yeah, mean, bro. Yeah, that's good to hear about the talk about like what's going on in Flavor. But yeah, I'd like to just move on to discussions around social media, bro. So like you told me about a month ago or a month or 2 months ago, you decided to go pretty much zero on social media. Like you don't go on social media anymore. And just tell us a bit more about why you did that.
Okay, so I'll give you a quick rundown of what has been going on and why I jumped off social media. So essentially, I saw this video on YouTube and it was a 60-day cleanse to reprogram your self-beliefs. So I've been going through some stuff in my life at that time. This is recently, bro, like just after lockdown. Things weren't necessarily in the place that I wanted them to be, you know, mentally within myself. And I've been looking for, I guess, happiness or, you know, that sort of something to come into my life and be like, yo, this is what I'm supposed to do, or, you know, just get that energy back. And essentially something happened in my life. And that was a massive moment for me. And then 5 days later, my friend was like, hey, I found this video. It's the 60-day cleanse to reprogram your self-beliefs. It's really interesting. What happens is we meditate 3 times a day. We have no social media. We have no TV. We have no music. We go cold turkey and we essentially take away all the noise from our life and we focus on things that we want to focus on. So that was 44 days ago. So I'm 44 deep at the moment. And essentially he was like, this is the idea. Could be something to do. And I was like, bro, we've got nothing to lose here. Yeah. Let's do it tomorrow. We jumped in and yeah, as I said, we're 44 days deep now and I'm loving every moment.
Yeah. It must be really interesting, bro, because you're in a radio station surrounded by music for like, what, 4 hours, 5 hours? And so like, it's a bit easier if you're, you know.
Yeah, I guess for me, bro, firstly, what I want to say to that question is it's been really cool because my work colleagues have been really supportive. Yeah. So my boss is really supportive. He's like, I understand your detox and I understand your cleanse and I know what you're trying to do here. You've done so well. Yep. Don't worry about social media, bro. You know what I mean? Like, focus on yourself. I can see the benefits. I can see you, the energy. You know what I mean? The energy is infectious, bro. Positivity is infectious. And everybody is feeling it around me, you know? So it's really cool. That rub-off effect is dope. That, and also, if anything, nowadays, I have more to talk about and more to share than when I was on social media. Yeah, I've got so much more things happening in my life. I'm so much more in the moment and really invested in like, just there, present. I'm present. Yeah, and I'm taking in so much more. I'm listening to so many more stories, and as I said, bro, it's there's more to talk about. I got more stories. You know, I deliver more being off. I feel more connected to everybody. Yeah, I feel. The energy is around. I'm bringing energy, so that lifts people up as well. Yeah, it's been, honestly, it sounds airy-fairy and I'm real conscious of that, but it's changed my life and it's something that I'm going to implement for the rest of my life because it makes me happy. So yeah. So
a lot of us do with like, do you feel like you are more connected because of that detox?
100%.
Like it's a direct
100%.
Right.
Like it's just about, I guess, so I need to run you through my, like, I guess a day in the life of the schedule because you start to understand, oh, okay, this is what it's about. So we got no social media, we got no music, we got no TV, we got, obviously, I've done all these things in the past, right? So I've listened to music in the cleans, I've watched a video, I've watched movies. It's all good. The biggest rule for me is don't punish yourself. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. Hey, if you do that, you do that. All good. You're still where you were here to where you are now, so much progression. So don't beat yourself up over anything. Anything that
it loses the point, right?
This is the point. And bro, we got to be kind to ourselves.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we have to be kind to ourselves. So, yeah. So what I'll do is, all of that. So 3 meditations a day, which are so strong. So in the morning, I'll wake up 20 minutes earlier than what I used to.
Yeah.
And I'll do a 20-minute meditation. And this one's kind of just to clear the head and get ready for the day. I'll do a midday meditation, which is anywhere from like 1 till 3. Try and get that one in. And this one's about like visualization. So it's about like who you are as a person, what you want to be, where do you want to be in 10 years, where do you want to be at the end of your life, what do you want to be known for? You know, who is Astley, who is Benji?
Bro, so you've done that 44 times 40, so far.
I haven't done every day.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't done every day. But I mean, bro, a lot. So think about all that time added up that I would have been on social media. You know, messing around, listening to music or whatever. Wow. Now I got all that time to focus on me and who I want to be and create that clarity around my life. Yeah. So that's visualization. And at the end of that one, or when you start to create that image of yourself and who you want to be, you tell yourself, I am that person.
Right. Okay.
And my one that I kind of always go back to is I am positive. I am a positive energy.
Yeah.
And then I go, and that's what I am.
Yeah.
That's who I am. That's what I want to embody. And I go about my days trying to keep that in mind. Stay positive. Have a good perspective. Have a good mindset. You know.
Yeah.
It changes, man.
Yeah.
It changes your life. People understand. You know, you're not complaining. You're not upset. You're just like, hey, the cookie crumbles that way. Oh well, all good. Move on. Carry on. Keep solid. Keep positive. And then the last one at night is again just a chill one, another 20 minutes, and you just think about. I guess you can reflect on your day. Yeah. And you can think about the things that happened the day that you appreciated and you're grateful for, which gets you in a good space. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keeps it light, keeps you positive. And bro, it has helped me so much with just not worrying about shit that doesn't matter and focusing on the things that matters in my life. So it's really, really, really good, bro. It's really good.
Yeah. I can definitely see how like that internal positive feedback loop in your own head can like manifest into like super positive outcomes, right?
Bro, so I'm the worst at remembering facts, right? Like I don't remember things. I'm really bad at remembering stories. But in this cleanse, I've been way better, right? So I learn random facts and I send them to people. If I find something interesting, I'm like, oh, yo, I'm going to send that to like this person, or I'm going to send it to my mom because she's on this journey. When I talk about the rub-off effect, bro, my friends around me are like, oh, I tried to meditate. And people at work now are like, oh, I tried to meditate. So it's really infectious, right? And this random fact that I learned when I was doing some positive affirmation stuff was the science behind positive affirmations. Now, hopefully I get this right.
Yeah.
But essentially, there's 30 minutes in the morning when you wake up, which is taken by the meditation or positive affirmation, and there's 30 minutes at night, and your brain is in a theta state. Now, theta state, you're in theta state the first 7 years of your life. So essentially, that state is when your brain is recording and not playing, right?
Recording and not playing.
So it's not just on auto. It's just not on autopilot.
Gotcha.
It's actually like
it's actually conscious.
It's conscious.
Yeah. It's actively being conscious.
It's actively being conscious. Yeah. So 95% of our lives, we are subconscious. Our reactions and everything that comes out is from subconscious. 5% of the day, your brain is in, or your life, your brain is in the conscious state, and that's the theta state. So if you can reprogram or play a program around your beliefs and you repeat that daily in those moments, your manifestations or that energy that you're putting in, well, like I want to be positive and I feel that time I want to be positive. That manifestation ends up becoming experience. So that becomes a part of you.
Fuck.
I know, bro.
See,
it's crazy.
Should we do the last 20 minutes, bro? Should we just like, I'm amazing.
Right, hard out, man. It's crazy. It's crazy,
bro. That's so gangster, and like that's definitely positive for the mental like inside of you. But I mean, like, have you seen it in like your physical state, your spiritual state? You know, like all the other components in your life.
So. Bro, for my life, I've always focused on the physical, right? I've always been, I need to go to the gym. I need to look
work
good.
out and
I need to work out, all that. And for the first time in my life, these past 40-ish days, I've focused on the mentality. You know, my brain. I need to work out my brain. And people don't know that you need to work out your brain, and it is a muscle. You know, your thoughts and how you perceive the world, it's all part of up here. So it's been so cool to actually focus on my mentality. But in saying that, with working on that, I feel more whole as a person. So I'm playing sports better than I ever have, you know? I'm like so involved in the game. I'm thinking, I'm confident with my abilities.
Man.
It's so good, bro.
That's so cool.
It's so good. And I think spirituality is hand in hand with this mentality stuff.
It is.
I'm so much more connected with my spirituality and how I feel about things and how I feel in moments. I feel so much more in tune with all of that spirituality. Like I feel things every day, you know. I feel out moments. I feel out you know, I have visions, and when I'm driving in the car, when I'm doing my meditations, and those visions, if I feel strongly about them, I'm like, that's gonna happen. That's part of my life. That's part of my journey. You know, so that's how so much things have come about in like 4 weeks. I've started a business. I've started a book club. Like I'm doing the podcast with you. My work's changing. Everything's changing up there. But like the fact that I'm in a positive headspace, it makes it so much easier to deal with it all. And because it's all stuff that I want to be doing, we good, man. We great. You know?
And there's like, because I mean, I'm not too sure how much on social media you were before the fast.
Oh, okay.
But like how, like are you now wanting to go back on social media and share what you've learned? Yeah, true. Interesting, because like I know, like for me personally, bro, like if I was to go through something, like if I was to have an epiphany or go through something so life changing, I'd love to just share it with everybody. And what's your thoughts on that?
I understand and I get you. And you'll be happy with this. And you know me, bro. I'm a content creator as well. So I've been vlogging days. You know, so I've got about, I think maybe 25 to 30 videos that I've shot throughout this journey, and I just try to do one a day. And I'll just speak to the camera and I'll say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what's happened today. This was a good moment. Good to great days. And I've got all of that content banked up. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I feel like I want to share this journey, but I'm not going back on Instagram after 60 days. I'm not going back on.
Fuck.
I want to go to my boss, because obviously I work at radio, and I'm going to tell them I'm going to be on LinkedIn only.
Okay.
I'm going to be on LinkedIn, and that's going to be where, if you want to find Astley, he's on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. That's my space. That's where I want to be. You know? I want to be surrounded by good, positive people that can give me, create ops for me, create opportunity for our people, create opportunity for the people around me. That's my vibe. That's where I want to be.
Things actually matter, right?
For so long, I felt like Instagram and social media and my image was such a big part of who I was and what I did. And it got to the stage where I felt like I was communicating through Instagram. You know, if I didn't put it on the gram, it didn't happen. It's that's me. That's 100% that's backwards. You know what I mean? For me. Each to their own, bro. I support you and what you do with social media, bro, 100%. But you know, for me now, I'm like, no, that's not who I need to be and what I need to be doing. You know, I don't see myself in that space. I see myself as more LinkedIn, and I'm gonna go tell my boss. I'm gonna be like, bro, this is not what I want to be doing. I want to be in that space. Let me own that space for us. You know, it's different. It's unique. It's
so interesting, bro, because like I'm listening to you and I'm always projecting myself on you, like stuff that's going on in my life. I'm like, how would I feel around that? And I guess like I can't stop thinking about like that FOMO-ness, right? And just like it's clear to me that you've gained clarity in like what needs to be done, like what my goal is, and if I'm gonna do this, is it gonna contribute to my goal? If not, easy, gone. Whereas for like myself, and I feel like everybody does the same thing. They try and bargain and be like, nah, surely I gotta be on Instagram because maybe someone's gonna see this and maybe be inspired, or someone's gonna see it and maybe give me an opportunity. You know, you make these like scenarios up in your head. And so for like you, how did you were you like that in a way? Like you try and bargain with yourself a little bit, like, oh, maybe I'll go in one day, and there's something like really big going on. I really want to just go online and just share about it.
Not at all. I've at this whole 43
From
days.
day dot though?
From day dot, I have not wanted to be on Instagram.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Bro, so I had things going on in my life, and I'm not going to go into it too much because it's quite personal.
Yeah.
And we can have these conversations off here.
Yeah,
I just don't want, it's not my,
fair enough, bro.
it's not my shit to share. But well, it is.
Yeah,
But it's other people are involved.
Oh, this is after dark.
But no, I haven't felt that way, and I needed to get off for personal reasons.
Okay,
which is why it helped
fair
me
enough
to make that call and be like, bro, because I got hit with so many things that have put me in like a negative head frame.
Yeah.
Or mind space.
Would you say because
mind frame, head space?
Would you say because of social media?
Because of the things that were going on in my life. And
right.
I would be triggered by things that I saw on Instagram.
Gotcha.
And this is personal stuff, not like Black Lives Matter stuff. And it's it's like I had personal reasons why I wanted to get off.
Okay.
So it was easy for me to get off. And when I've been in this journey, I've been thinking, oh man, like social media, it's a good marketing tool. I should use it, and I'll probably get on, and I'll have a different relationship with it. Today,
True.
Today, literally today,
yeah,
I had a vision, and I was like, man, I want to be on LinkedIn.
Oh, true. So you just figured
that out today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Crack
and
up.
I said, I'm going to be on LinkedIn. And it's going to happen.
Yeah, because it made me question like, oh, what made you think of LinkedIn?
What was it?
Well, I mean, obviously it's what you're doing now with the ops, right?
Yeah,
so many ops.
Yeah, hard out.
So that makes sense.
That makes sense,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You know,
but I mean, like, why today? Because you thought about so many ops ages ago.
What was it about today?
Is it just
It just happened,
just
bro.
happened,
It just come into my life, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things that I'm doing just coming, and I'm like, I like that. I think that's me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chase that. I'm gonna follow it.
And is it to do with because I know you talk about this first half an hour and the last half an hour of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the theta
state.
Theta state. And that's when you're actively thinking about it, eh?
Yeah.
Like thinking about just stuff. You're not subconscious like I don't like blue, I don't like red or whatever.
No.
Did that come up during those states?
Nah, this one didn't. So sometimes just randomly things will just come into my mind.
Okay,
I'm like,
cool.
Oh, yo, solid. I like that. I'm keen to do that.
So I guess it was like an after effect of like all of that
every
together.
Day.
Yeah,
every day there's moments. So today I wore this shirt. Check it out. It's Metal Shirts. There's a shop in Mount Eden. Plug. Good guy. Gary is his name. Have a yarn to him. He's a good fella. So I was hanging around Mount Eden, right?
Yeah.
And I was just walking around. I hadn't seen him in a while, and I was like, you know what? I need to go see this guy for some reason. So I was like, I'm gonna go down. I went down, caught up, and it just so happened that he was having a sale, and all the shirts were $20. So I was like, bro, meant to be.
Yeah.
The time is right. Everything is happening, bro. It's the law of attraction.
Yeah.
It really is.
You ever read The Secret Book?
Yeah, I haven't read it, but I've kind of I've been told about it, and people have told me like things about it and stuff like that. So I'm fully on board. I fully agree.
Yeah. Okay.
What about yourself? Tell me. I need to ask you a question.
Yeah, ask me a question.
All right. What do I want to ask you, Benji Timu?
Yeah, that's me. That's my government name. That's my colonizing name.
Shout outs to you, man. I'm very happy with you and what you're doing, and I'm proud of you, bro. It's cool that you're chasing your dream, you're creating content, you're getting sponsored to do podcasts, bro.
A little bit,
That's so cool. How's the journey been for you, man?
Oh man, where do I start?
I know you've been working, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You've been working.
Well, with this one, I did all those different podcasts over the lockdown, and then as soon as lockdown finished, it was like, bro, people were just like, bro, when's your next podcast? I was like, oh, bro, that's why it was called Lockdown Podcast. Like I technically said Lockdown Podcast, so I wouldn't be forced to do like more when it's over. And so like yeah, man, just heaps of people asking me like, hey, can we do this and can we do that? But I'm like, man, the reality is, bro, I can't do it all the time because it's both time consuming and like I don't have all that time like I did in lockdown. Now I'm like busy. I'm doing stuff. About maybe a month ago, Ren from Heart Movement, bro, she just like, hey, what are you up to? Let's catch up. I'm just like, oh, I just got heaps of stuff going on. And then she just asked me, are you still continuing on with the podcast? And I was like, yeah, nah, probably not. And then she goes, hey, I can just throw some money and you can just just continue it. The only thing is you got to get other people on board. And I was like, okay, cool,
That's
sweet.
so cool, man.
And then here we are doing
that's so
podcasts,
cool.
man, talking about stuff that matter, you know?
Hard out.
Because I mean,
for
like
sure.
the point of the podcast when I first did it was to get deep. So like, bro, these are the 4 episodes that I did: colonization, capitalism, masculinity, and religion.
Mean,
Bro,
mean.
like that's super deep, bro, for some people. And the point of those podcasts was to talk about things that were very uncomfortable for people that look like us to talk about, especially with like the different lenses, right? Like you have Pacific Islanders who grew up like super religious. You have some Pacific Islanders who grew up like in a rugby family, so obviously masculinity is compromised by the culture in that house, you know, little things like that. Colonization, you know, we can point at people and be like, oh, you're way more colonized than I am, and then we move into the space of like, I'm way more woke than you. And so it becomes a little bit more it becomes toxic to me, because it's just like, oh, okay, maybe it's my obligation to have these talks so we can sort of broaden our understanding of these different topics. And that was the point of that.
Mean.
Yeah, man.
That's so good, man. I love open communication.
100%.
I love people talking. I love authenticity. Bro, I'm such a chill person that I don't get offended by other people's opinions. You know, I'm like, let's talk about it. If that's your opinion, great. I'm so not opinionated, really. So I love to just discuss. Discussion is so good.
Very
you learn
out.
so much. Talking to people, communicating, it is good.
Yeah.
So good.
It's good, but also, man, what I come to realize after talking to like so many different people about different things as well is I realize that they have an agenda, like before the discussion. Maybe, you know, sometimes you will be talking to somebody about some deep stuff, like say for example religion, right? And they're like minister's son or something, or they're going to be the next pope. They're obviously they're gonna come in
with a certain
with a certain agenda, bro.
Yeah,
or they're gonna respond by like, you know, they listen to you and they already have their response in their head. And so for me, it was a self-awareness process for me in terms of like, hey, you got to protect your energy, man, because if you're gonna fight those battles, like, bro, like let's just be what do you call it? Be wise about that.
Fair enough. I challenge.
And so,
you.
like for you,
I challenge you to go all in, bro.
Go all in.
Go all in. And I challenge the people that you're interviewing as well to go all in. Like fight for what you think is right.
Yeah.
Get your true feelings out there. You know.
But I mean, like, so like this podcast that we're doing together, like I know you, and like you didn't have to say that you were open because I knew that you were open, which is why I would want to talk to you about like anything, bro. Even with Ty was my first one, and we always talk about deep stuff. And like, even though we have our hidden agendas, bro, like, or hidden certain beliefs about different things, we always come to the table to like, to be open to learning other new perspectives. Like, bro, if we put anything in the middle of us right now that sort of separated us a little bit, I reckon we could come to a healthy conclusion, healthy
agreement.
And so that's the thing that's important to me.
Yeah,
you know. I do not want to be like talking to somebody who's like, nah,
Fair enough.
And it's just like, oh, bro, what's the point of this?
You feel that energy on people straight away, and you just know.
Yeah, 100%.
And it sounds like, because I know people that you're interviewing, and they're good people, bro.
Yeah,
good people.
Yeah, bro.
You know, they're good people, good humans.
Yeah, hard out. Good humans and like,
and ons.
Good perspective, bro.
Hard out.
Like perspectives that I don't know, bro. You're on radio, and I don't know that stuff. So I'd love to know about that, and then maybe like threaten some things that like, you know, that I like to talk about. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use this opportunity to put out an agenda.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to have an agenda right now, and the agenda is the business that I've started. I really want to talk about it. Is that okay, Benji?
Bro, that is all good. Is that all right? That is all good, because you know why? Bro, I always look at the fundamentals, bro. Like, because I know you, I know what the business is about. And like, that business is about the kaupapa that I stand for. If you're coming in talking about your business of selling Confederate flags,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's different.
Hard out, 100%.
So, I mean, like, yeah, bro, let's do that.
Let's do it.
I wanted to talk about social media, bro, but
I think talk about social media.
But this is social media, and in some sense, and it does align with actually like the stuff that we do in No 6, bro.
We all do.
Bro.
We all feel it.
Bro, I think we might have to make 2 episodes now, bro. This is the start of the 2nd episode.
I'll give you a quick rundown,
Yeah, bro. Hard. Okay.
Elevator pitch.
Cool. Yeah.
The business is called So Many
Wait,
Ops.
hold up.
I'll do it here.
Wait, okay. You got 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. You've pressed the button. Yeah. Doors open. And then Elon Musk is in there.
Okay, Elon Musk. The business is called So Many Ops, and the foundation of it is we're trying to create more opportunity for Indigenous people. How we're doing that is we're building an app and a platform where our Indigenous creatives can create a profile, plus another part of the app where people can put opportunities up so that the creatives can go for the jobs. That is essentially what we're doing with So Many Ops.
Oh, fuck. I think he left, bro.
Not so. Nah,
mean, bro.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity. It's a platform based app where we give opportunities to our Indigenous people. You know,
Bro.
that's what we were trying to do. And let me just share this with you, right? If the app isn't, there's an app now. I've got it on my phone.
Yeah. I saw it as well.
He's seen it.
I've seen it.
And it's exciting, man. It's really exciting. But the really cool thing I think is the brand image. So if I've got 8 collective Indigenous creative. It's an Indigenous creative collective agency. So we've got 8 people in at the moment. They're all industry standard people. Even better, bro.
Benji.
These guys are amazing. Straight up.
Yo.
Like my bro John, who's just my best friend, right? He made Steven Adams' logo.
Oh.
He's a graphic designer, and he made Steven Adams' logo.
He's a
He's
heavy
a
hitter.
beast, bro. He is a beast.
Sucks.
So we've got an app and website guy,
Yeah.
and he's creating a platform, and essentially, bro, we want this brand to be a shining light for Indigenous and what we can do and create. So if we create an app, which is essentially done, we're just working on it,
Yeah.
and we can create a marketing campaign around this and around giving Indigenous ops using our people. Bro, we can go to companies and be like, man, we did this shit. This is us. We're fucking on. You know, we
didn't need you.
we got value, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And we're Indigenous. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm passionate about at the moment. I got my mental cleanse, which has been stunning for my life. And what I'm focusing on is mahi,
Yeah.
flavor, and So Many Ops,
Yeah.
which is the business, and our workout East Tamaki.
Yeah. Okay, so we understand what the business is.
Okay.
Let's go back to why you started it. What's the story?
Why I started it. Okay,
Why'd you start it?
so I had an opportunity, right? Some guy came to me and he goes, bro, I need someone to voice some stuff for me. And I want you to suss where we can record it. So I was like, okay, we can't do that at Flavor because it wasn't the right time. So I said, you know what? I know a guy who's got a studio, Daz, who I used to work with. I go, Daz, I'll give you $150 if we can use your studio to record the audio. Sweet, solid, all good, easy, solid. And then at the time, so there was $150 for the studio, and I got $500 for the voicing job, right? I didn't really want to do the voicing job. I was like, oh, I got a sore throat, not too keen. So Storm, I'm like, Storm's an amazing voice actor. He's a really talented guy. Storm, I'll give you $400 if you do this voicing job with Daz. I'll take $100 because I got the op, right? It didn't quite work that way because Storm couldn't make it to the voicing, but I gave that opportunity to Daz. He got $550. I got $100 for finding the op, and that to me, that's a win. That's energy, bro. That's love. That's sharing ops, sharing income.
Yeah.
You know, it really made me feel good. So I'm like, shit, man, I want to do this. I want to give people opportunities. I want to give Benji. I want to give Nico. I want to give Tyrone. Anybody opportunities to make that money. You know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it came about. And bro, the cool thing about that was Daz got more work after that from the client.
Yeah.
So he got more work because he done a good job, got some more money, got another job, got some more money. So it's like, how positive is that, bro?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's pretty gangster, eh?
That's gangster.
What were the sort of the precedents that you were working off? Because like, there's obviously, like, is there a thing like this? I mean, not Indigenous, but I'm talking about like, what are the Fiverr? Yeah, true. Fiverr is one. Yeah, we've used Fiverr.
Yeah,
but it's an international one, eh?
Yeah, and bro, don't get me wrong, man. So Many Ops is gonna be international.
Yo,
we're going to the world, bro.
Fucking look.
We're going to the Indigenous of the world, and I guess I want to say this because I also get nervous around using Indigenous.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to go into.
That's a big question, and I just want to put my spiel on Indigenous, right? First and foremost, I am Indigenous because I'm from this land. I'm Māori. That's just fact.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Yeah.
The people that are from their lands, they're Indigenous as well. That's fact. I think the massive thing for me and so many ops is that we're using that Indigenous sort of title is we have to uphold the kaupapa. We have to be giving back to the values and sticking to what it means to be Indigenous, right? Like karakia, we finish our meetings with karakia. We learn about other cultures. So we got an idea on the app to put it's quite basic. It's nice, but it's basic. But behind all the ops, we want to have like a pattern. So like a kōwhaiwhai or maybe a Samoan pattern or a Tongan pattern or any Indigenous pattern.
Yeah.
But when you create that op, you can select the template of that Indigenous culture that you want, but it gives you a definition of what those patterns mean.
Yeah, okay. That's
so it's about
bro.
learning, bro. It's about learning as well about who we are, our Indigenous people, and going, hey, I'm going to use this pattern because it means strength and authority, and I want someone with strength and authority, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Things like that. That's just that we want to be about that life.
Yeah.
We want to be about it.
Yeah, that's mean, bro. Like,
and I want to get checked, you know?
Yeah. Hard out.
I want to respect everything that we need to respect and uphold.
Yeah, because definitely when you go into that conversation, as I was listening, I was like, man, there's gonna be heaps of, there's always gonna be like internal battles amongst our own people, right?
Hard out.
Like, oh, that's not
though?
right, man.
Why, Benji? Why?
I don't know,
You
bro.
know?
It's like, Nico and I had this conversation on our way here, and there's a bit of stuff going on in the background, and it's obviously like that stuff. It's our people versus our people, and
why?
I don't, you know what?
Why are we tearing each other down?
I think it's to do with acknowledgement, bro. Like, you know.
So people are not acknowledging our tradition and our kaupapa?
Well, I mean, like, if you take like Moana, for example, right?
Yeah, okay.
So there's I don't know the facts and stuff, so don't quote me on it, but there was something that happened in terms of like using some of the Samoan stuff in the Moana movie. But they went about the right way.
I thought they did. I thought they
did
it really well.
But look, you have other people that are like, hey, like, we have an opinion too. It's stuff like that. Or like, hey, there's so many different like examples that I can talk about, which is like, it's either my opinion, or it's like, where's my voice? It's all about like, if we're gonna talk about things that to do with minorities, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have minorities within minorities.
Yeah.
Within minorities.
True.
And so it's like, this is going to be a challenge for you. It's like, what is going to be the right way of making everybody happy? Or is it the fact that, maybe everyone's not going to be happy?
Maybe it's not everyone's going to be happy. I want to do my best.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ever do.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert. I don't know everything that I need to know, but I'm going to take the steps every way, along the way, every time to uphold what I believe needs to happen for our So Many Ops brand. And the funny thing is this is so new, bro. So we've only had one meeting together as a team, and that meeting was on. But I don't mind discussing the Indigenous. I'm not like do we have to be Indigenous?
Yeah.
Can we be Indigenous creators? But
and that's the Indigenous part.
Involve everyone in that platform.
Yeah.
So we're Indigenous made this, and we're creating ops.
Yeah.
But the ops is for everybody, for our people. Good people. So I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's a journey, and that Indigenous stuff is just going to be constant learning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's another question. Why not everybody, and why just Indigenous? Is it because like
I just love it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the facts is like we don't get we don't have the I guess, how would you say it? We don't have the foundation sometimes compared to other people. And like, if I'm going to be like black and white, it's like blacks don't get as much.
We don't get as many ops.
Yeah.
We don't get as much shit.
Yeah.
100%. But then there's those other people that are like, oh, you get grants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Scholarships. But I think why I want it to be Indigenous is because exactly that mentality. People in,
true.
Let's say white or mainstream or whatever it might be, think Indigenous, not good quality, not professional, not this, not that.
Mm.
Maybe traditionally. I don't know. That's how I feel
Yeah.
in the big scheme of things.
Yeah. True.
You know, bro, businesses and stuff, yo, they're getting on the diversity and they're trying to
that's what I was
implement
gonna say,
Māori
man.
and they're trying to do all this. Yeah, but like it's only started recently and it's still predominantly run by corporations and white people. They're just, and I'm not that guy. I'm just putting out this stuff. Bro, I love white people. I love brown people. I love black people. I'm all good.
Oh, man. Now go back to the other one because I'm like...
Nah, straight up. But, like, where was I at? Yeah, those companies... But I still think the majority of us, we aren't promoted. We don't have that identity. And I still think that we're seen as a bit lower.
Yeah. Subconsciously,
you know?
yeah.
Subconsciously. And I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because indigenous people and our people are so talented.
Yeah.
So talented. And we can bang with the best of them. So for me, I'm like, this brand is going to battle everyone.
And become mainstream.
Bro, and be mainstream. And be better than mainstream. Because we got those values.
Yeah.
We about the people.
Me.
You know?
Yeah, love it, bro.
Yeah. Okay. There's
Powerful.
so many ups. Done.
Powerful. All right. We got, say, 15 minutes.
Let me ask you a question. It's back to you. It's back to you. It's back to you. What are you enjoying at the moment? What can we talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Bro, I want to talk about that indigenous thing, bro. So like actually, so like right now, we're in a weird space on social media, bro. Like you probably haven't seen it, but with the whole Black Lives movement going on, you've also got it's become a portal to bringing up other issues such as like indigenous issues. And now what I'm seeing online are people, I guess, what do you call it? Is it tone policing? Where it's like, you know, you kind of look like, what are you doing for our people? And it's like, that's not how you fight and all that stuff. And so I'm just like, for me personally, I'm like, damn, the fact that we're talking about it, I'm so happy because usually you have to like physically or through social media go into a space where they're talking about indigenous stuff. Now indigenous stuff is becoming mainstream to talk about, but now people are starting to like, you know, it's real funny, bro, to me. Like, oh, you never talked about it before. Why are you talking about it now? Or like, what? Like, like, you know, you talked about it last week and now you're going back to what you were doing before. And I'm like, man, really?
Get the fuck off my back.
Yeah,
I'm just doing me.
Well, I mean, like, people don't even say it to me. People people say it to like ordinary people, man. And I'm like,
that was a vicious F word by me. Sorry, I apologize. That was a bit of venom on that one.
But I mean, for you, right? You're doing this co-papa, and that's fighting for that, bro. And like, it's
cool.
Gangster.
Cool.
And I just wanted to say that.
I'm glad. Yeah. I want everyone to be fighting for this. We all fight in the same fight, you know.
Yeah.
We all brown. We all grew up in, you know, where we grew up in.
Yeah.
And I want us to win.
Yeah, bro. I think that's it, bro. You said it right there. Like, if we all want to win, bro, like you'll never get to the point of like trying to bring other people down. But I mean, like if you think about it, bro, like what's something that you are just wholeheartedly passionate about, bro? Like just give me something, throw me anything.
I just told you everything that I'm passionate about.
I mean, gaming?
Cleans?
Gaming?
Nah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Wow.
Not anymore. I love games. It's part of my life.
Yeah.
I've played games my whole life.
But I mean, let's go to Astley about a year ago playing games, right?
Games.
And somebody goes, oh, bro, I'm pretty gangster at this game. Are you going to feel some sort of way like, eh?
No, I'll just be like, yeah, I'm gangster too. Let's scrap. And then we'll see who wins. You know, it's as easy as that for me.
And then he beats you, bro.
Yeah, and then I go, I hate
5
you.
times.
Get out of my house.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like you're joking, right? But like, I feel like people kind of be like that. Like, I've been doing this my whole life.
Yeah.
This is. Remember, I was saying this before, bro. The acknowledgement thing. You know, like I've been doing this for years. You know, what are you doing here? You know, it's like that old man mentality.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just teasing it out a little bit. I don't know. It's just a theory in my head.
Yeah. No, I think like a lot of us get caught up in the like,
wrong things.
No, just older people or more experienced people, and how they've done things their whole lives and how they've operated and what succeeded for them.
Yeah.
It's really hard to change.
Yeah.
Their mentality and change their way of thinking. And especially in our generation, we're like almost the first generation that's like coming out with progressive ideas, and we're about coming together, not tearing people down.
It's crazy.
And that's something that I've learned from my mum, right? This is where I get all my passion and my drive to do these things. And she's the perfect example of someone who's loving, who wants to bring people up. And I think she was ahead of her time in that sense.
Yeah.
So if you're fighting that battle with people that like think back in the days and they're like, I don't want to say backwards thinking, because everyone's allowed to think the way they want to think, but you just got to know who you are and know what you're about.
Yeah.
And be about it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Or, you know, I know a lot of our peers like coming into these conversations where these old heads who are like, we do this and we know more than you and and I'm like, bro, who cares? You're doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're out here doing shit. These are to our peers.
Yeah.
These are to the people that are trying to give back to the community, right?
Yeah.
Bro, don't knock someone down for trying to help.
Yeah.
At least say, hey, you could probably do it like this, or have you thought of doing it like this, or have you thought of implementing this in your whatever you're doing?
Yeah.
Not. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're doing. It should be like this.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I think, it's that's definitely something that, you know how you're saying before around like, you should just tell them, on the side, like, hey, bro, you should, do it like this. I think we should probably approach that attitude the same way.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
and I think we do.
But it's a hard one. It's such a hard one because there's so much passion in there. It's like, oh, how do you?
Well, then, bro, I just think it's all about results.
Yeah.
It's all about action. What are you about? What are you doing?
Yeah. I think, I agree on that as well. It's like, what are your goals? Like,
what are your goals?
Are we trying to solve the same thing? Why are we? Oh. Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme? Have you seen that GIF with like the two Spider-Mans?
Yeah.
It's like, fighting each other. I think that's 100% what's going on, bro, amongst
Benji,
our people.
Am I gonna get famous off this?
Probably, bro.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna get famous off this. Oh, this is sick. Yeah.
Nah, bro. We'll wrap it up.
Oh, we're wrapping it up.
Oh yeah. Well,
I love talking, bro. I love chatting, especially with you.
I'm just mindful of the time, but yeah. Well, what else should we talk about?
No, we can wrap it up, bro. If you're over it, if you're bored.
Yeah, you can see my eyes going like this. Say, like, fuck, he's still going about his business. We've heard so many.
Bro, because I'm passionate about it.
This is like half the podcast.
Bro, because I'm passionate about it.
What if he's finished his ad?
100%. Plug.
Nah, bro. Any wisdom, bro, that you've learned over the lockdown?
Yep.
To leave us with.
Oh, lockdown? Nah, bro.
Oh, sorry, not lockdown. I'm talking about your cleanse.
Wisdom.
Yeah, man. Let's ponder on some wisdom, and then
let's leave it on a positive note.
Yeah, bro. 100%.
Some wisdom. Okay.
Like an epiphany.
Okay. I've been listening to these positive affirmations, and one of them, a couple of them have hit home for me, but I thought that this one was pretty good. Actually, I'm going to take two.
Yeah.
Because they're good.
Give it to me.
The first one is, and this is all around like your mental state. Worrying is using your imagination to create something you don't want.
Okay. Yeah.
Why are you worrying about that shit?
Yeah.
Why are you worrying about the future? Why are you worrying about the past? You don't even want to be thinking about it because you're worrying.
Yeah.
Live in the present.
Yeah.
Don't use your imagination to bring yourself down.
Yeah.
And cause anxiety and worry and stress. Were you stressed on the way here?
A little bit.
I reckon you would have been.
A little bit. Obviously, it's like, oh fuck, we got a whole podcast to do. I only just planned it out this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess for me, bro, worrying is I'm just thinking about it like on the top of my head as a human trait. It's like a defense. It's a coping mechanism,
Definitely.
right? It's like if we don't worry 100%, shucks, we might even die.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
All right, Nico's saying 4 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes. And last one is you're not searching for the path. You're creating an atmosphere so the path shows itself to you.
Oh, I like that one. Say it again, one more time.
You're not searching for the path.
Yeah.
You're creating an atmosphere so the path finds you.
Wow. Do you know what I thought about when you said that the second time? I was when you said path, I thought of like a concrete pathway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said not searching for the path disappeared, and you said atmosphere, and I created 2 mountains on the side.
Dope.
So like you're creating the mountains, and that's the path there.
Bro, hard out. See, so my atmosphere is positive energy, man. Yeah, and I'll give you one more random fact, all right? I just love learning shit now. In a joint, there's less than 70 chemicals in a marijuana joint. In a cigarette, there's more than 1,000. Here it is. Giving you off some knowledge.
That's something to leave with everybody for the referendum.
Here you go.
That's
48% positive, 43 no.
All right, man. I just want to say thanks to Astley, my G. My man. Thanks for coming on to the show, bro. You're going to be really famous, man. 100%. So, get ready for your phone to be
Benji,
blowing
can
up.
You post me on Instagram, G.
Yo, okay, we're going to get a photo.
Instagram?
Yo, we'll get a photo.
Even though I'm not on, but still tag me.
Yeah. I will.
Tag me, bro.
I will.
Keep my image alive.
Yeah. Be
so
like,
sure.
bro, who remembers Astley?
Yeah. Keep me alive, bro. Keep me alive.
Where's that guy? All right, G. And later.